the Seattle Seahawks, taking on the Salt Lake City Flyers.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Salt Lake City Flyers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the...
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling into... And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive, and there's the running back, Cam Akers. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early. And he fires one that's intercepted. And some space here. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1, didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you.
return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, the ball popped in the air and intercept. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's going to bring up second and 11. Gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Howell throwing on third down here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. This time they'll throw it with Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Flyers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're... And he loses the football a second time. It's going the other way. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Boy, very surprising. 2 lost fumbles for him, and we're still in the first quarter of play.
And you want to make a quick trip to the doghouse, maybe to the bench? Fumble twice in the first quarter.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Flyers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Hoffman puts it on the carpet. It's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And some room to work. Dances by him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Flyers continue to pull away here in this first half. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are... The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Foul to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Al throwing on 1st down here. Flush to his right. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. One last shot before the break. Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the